Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Malik Rahim, and I want to welcome you to this video overview of career counseling. And today we're going to briefly talk about the history and purpose of career counseling, major theories and theorists in career counseling, some of the assessments used in career counseling, career development across the lifespan, multicultural considerations, and that's what we're going to basically talk about. Like I said, this video is going to be relatively brief, only going to be a few minutes long, but hopefully this will help you get a better idea on what to focus in on when studying for career counseling. It's not a total substitute, but it can help you as far as focusing in on some things. Okay, career counseling is a process that helps people understand one who they are, if what careers fit their interests and skills and values, and how to make career decisions. And finally, how to manage career changes throughout their life. Career counseling is just not just about picking a job, it's about developing a lifelong career path that connects a person's personality, values, strengths, culture, and their goals. Why career counseling matters is this: it helps clients find meaningful work. It improves mental health and self-esteem, increase job satisfaction and stability, support career transitions, job loss, retirement, and school to work issues, promotes equity for marginalized groups who face discrimination and barriers, right? So major career counseling theories. And this is very important because you will see on their comps or your NCC, um, on your national counseling examination, you will see questions about theorists, and these are some of the key things that you're going to really need to remember. Okay, the Hollins theory, or the RIASEC. Um, he worked. John Holland worked with uh, six types. Okay, and it break down the acronym RIASEC. Okay, and that acronym stands for R for realistic. That means the person has a hands-on approach. They like working with tools and machines. Okay, I is the investigative. Okay, they're real good at scientific. Their researching, their interest, career interest will focus on research and problem solving. Okay, um, artistic. They're very creative and expressive type of environments and careers. Social is helping, teaching, and counseling. The E is for enterprise. So they have leadership, they business, and persuasion. And C is conventional. They're organized, they're detailed, they data driven. Okay. One of the main ideas about this theory, the Hollins theory, is that people are happier and more successful when their personality match their work environment. This is called a person environment fit. Okay. So that's the John Hollins. Okay. Super's lifespan or life space theory. Donald Super focused on career development across their entire life. Okay. And some of their key ideas is that career development is a lifelong process, and that we have different roles: student, worker, parent, citizen. Okay. And the self concept changes over time. And there are 5 stages of career development, according to Super's theory. One is growth, and that's when you're in their childhood. Two, exploration, that's teens and 20, where you're trying out different things and getting different jobs and seeing what you like. And it also learns about different things. Establishment, where you start working and become stable, and that's usually in your 30s and 40s. And then maintenance is your middle career, like early 40s into the 50s, and then Disengagement is when you finally go into retirement. Okay, now I put ages on that just to make it easier, but ages don't necessarily are not written in stone with that, because depending on your career choice, you could be at a place for 20 years. Like, say, for example, you joined the military at 18, you could retire from the military after 20 years, you'd be 38, right? So you might decide to move on to something different. But super believe career choices is an expression of self-concept. So it's like, basically, how do I see myself? Influences what job that you choose. The social learning theory with John Crumbles said career decisions are shaped by your learning experiences. They're shaped by reinforcement, rewards, and consequences. Role models help shape things. You know, you have role models that you admire, you see them in action. Career events, unexpected opportunities. One of the major takeaways you can take away from the social learning theory is that clients should learn skills to adapt, explore, and take advantages of opportunities. Career is not a fixed thing. It develops through experience. Okay. Uh, Gottfriedson, um, cir- circumference and compromise. Um, Linda Gottfriedson focused on how children develop career ideas. She said people eliminate or circumscribe career choices based on their gender roles, their social class, and cultural expectations. Then they compromise when their ideal job does not match reality. People sometimes settle for career options because of social barriers. The next theory I like to talk about is the social cognitive career theory. Okay. And that is theorized by Lent, Brown, and Hackett. The acronym for this is the SCCT. And SCCT focus on self-efficiency, belief in your ability, outcome expectations, what you think will happen, and personal goals. A student might like science, but if they don't believe they are good enough, they will not pursue that career. So the social cognitive career theory highlights confidence, motivation, and access to opportunity. Parsons trait and factor theory is probably one of the oldest career theories there is. Frank Parsons, also called the father of career vocational counseling, said career choice comes from matching personal traits, job requirements, and good decision making. This theory is the foundation of assessments like the strong interest inventory. Okay. Ann Rowe came up with the personality development theory. And Ann Rowe believed career choices influenced by early childhood experiences, especially relationship with parents. Okay. The key career construction theory said that people create meaningful things in their careers through stories and life themes, used often in narrative and multicultural career counseling. Some of the key career assessments that are used in career counseling are interest inventories, right? Which, of course, include a strong interest inventory, the CUDR that measures likes and dislikes, aptitude tests like the ASVAB tell what a person has the ability to learn, personality tests like the Myers-Briggs type indicator, even though it's not a career specific, the MMPI is not career specific, but it is used, but it's used specifically used in counseling, and you use MMPI sometimes for the psychological testing for like law enforcement. They're used. The value assessments explore what someone cares about most. money, helping, creativity, and stability. Okay. Career development across the lifespan theorizes that children explore careers through play. Teens think about future work. Adults make decisions, change careers, and retain careers. Older adults prepare for retirement and new roles. When it comes to multi-career counseling, multicultural career counseling, clients do not all have equal access to careers. And as a counselor, you must recognize barriers like racism, sexism, ableism, language barriers, immigration status, lack of resources, or social capital. Culturally responsive career counseling honors identities and lived experiences. It challenges discrimination. Um, it advocates for equity and uses strength and community resources. So, some things I would encourage you to understand when you're studying and trying to understand the comps or the NCE, understand the career versus job. Okay. Understand job satisfaction versus job stress. Okay. Understand those things. So understand work-life balance. So the key things is try to memorize major theories and keywords. Know the difference between interests, values, and aptitudes. Understand how culture impacts career choices. So when you study for your test, these are some of the things you want to know. And then please remember, study Holland's 6 types, okay, and super 5 stages, okay. So I hope this helps. If you want a printed study guide, please let me know and I would make sure you get it.